It is 11:45 a.m. and we're gonna work a ton today. We got this Grubhub order for almost $12 to start out the day, not even 5 miles. This is a great one. I think it's gonna be busy today. Order was ready in that restaurant as it usually is, and then we had a 10-minute drive to the customer. 10 minutes is kind of far, more than I would like, but it was actually bringing me closer to my hotspot, so I said it was fine. And we got it dropped off, relatively easy there. Nice, almost $12. Then we declined quite a few DoorDash and Uber Eats offers until we found this one for $6.50 for DoorDash for K. O'Donnell's, under 2 miles. Usually they just have the food sitting on the counter ready to go, but this time that is not the case. They said it was gonna be about 7-minute wait. I guess that's fine. I'm willing to wait, especially because I think it's going to be more than $6.50 when we drop it off. Well, $7.50 for that one. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I'll take it. Wildflower $6.50 for less than 2 miles was the next DoorDash order we took. I was really hoping this would take less than 10 minutes, and it should have, but the traffic was so bad, I think it took like closer to 20 minutes than it did to 10. We got $7 for that order, so that's okay. But I do think this next DoorDash order for Wildflower, $7.25 for 4 miles, is actually going to be better. It's a better area, maybe chance of a higher hidden tip, and like the 4 miles it's going to take to drive this one is probably going to be about the same time as the other one. No issues at the restaurant. It was actually ready before I walked in, which was better than the last order. I had to wait like 30 seconds, 1 minute there, and I dropped it off to the customer. No hidden tip, so just $7.25. All right, things might be slowing down already for the lunchtime, but we're gonna be out here for so long that I think we're just gonna have to push through this time. We have an Uber Eats order for just over $7. This one is Chick-fil-A, 2.5 miles. Hopefully by the time I get to the restaurant, it's ready, but it's Chick-fil-A, so it probably won't be. It wasn't ready, but it only took about 4 minutes, so I guess that's all right. I have never seen so much traffic in this area in my, I don't know, I've been here like 3 years, so it just feels so strange that there's so many cars. Hopefully it cools down at some point, because it's really hurting my delivery times. And this is why we love Uber Eats. Dropped off the Chick-fil-A order and immediately got $10 offer here for like 2.5 miles. And it's gonna be like 2 miles just to get back to the hotspot. So whoever ordered this is so close to the restaurant, and they tipped really well. It was only a half mile from the restaurant to the customer. That's amazing. We're just gonna have to see if there's a hidden tip on there in an hour. After that, we didn't receive another Uber Eats order, so on DoorDash, we got Panera for $6.50, 3.8 miles. Obviously not as good as the last Uber Eats order, but that's gonna be hard to find. Order was ready in the restaurant, and now we're gonna drive about 6-7 minutes to the customer. We ended up getting a little bit of a hidden tip when we dropped off the Panera order. Then it was about 7 minutes back to the hotspot. Picked up this Jersey Mike's order. I'm glad I didn't have to decline any. That was the first one that popped up. Usually does not happen like that. $7.75 here. This order was ready when we walked into the store. Really happy about that. Jersey Mike's is pretty good about that, but only during lunch, so you got to be careful. And we drove it off to the customer and got a little bit of a hidden tip on that one as well. Now we're going to Ono Hawaiian Barbecue. I don't think there's going to be anything extra than $6.50. They were just finishing bagging it up, and then they handed it off to me. Drove by like 4 or 5 minutes to the customer. Did not receive a hidden tip, but I really wasn't expecting to. We're now sitting at like $73 in the first almost 3 hours. It's nowhere close to an amazing shift, but also I guess it's not a terrible shift either, considering the hours that we're working right now. But hopefully when dinner comes in, we're gonna start earning a lot more money. All right, things are slow, so we're trying something a little bit different. We have a point pickup order for $13.92. This one is relatively short distance. I mean, it's gonna take me about 1.5 miles to get to the Safeway, and then it's only gonna be 1 mile to the customer. I haven't done point pickup in a while, but all I'm gonna have to do is just like walk into the Safeway, say the customer's name, and they'll give me the cart. They already shopped for the items, and I'll just wheel it out to my car, put it in, and then take them out when I get to the apartment complex. I was attempting to complete that point pickup order as fast as possible, so I didn't get a lot of videos, but we saw on the receipt there is a big tip of over $20. And then the next one was Uber Eats for $7, McDonald's. I had to wait a couple minutes, but it was fine. I needed to fill up my water bottle anyway. And when we were dropping it off, we got another order for Uber Eats, $9.30 for this Korean place. They said it was going to be about a 5-minute wait, but right now our earnings are at about $108 for the day. Still got an hour left before dinner, but we have a quest coming up with Uber Eats. I'm really excited about this one. I was waiting in the store about 5 minutes and they felt bad, so they gave me Korean pear juice. Tastes really good. My Korean friend says that the Korean pear is far superior to the pear we have here, and that's why it tastes so good. Got that order dropped off, and then we moved back to our hotspot. It took a couple minutes, but that's fine. This is where the orders are gonna be. And I intentionally paused myself on DoorDash because I wanted to accept more Uber Eats orders as we get more into the start of this quest. And as soon as I pressed pause, the app just decides that I have to end my dash. I'm not able to press resume dash. So that's fantastic. This is just so frustrating, but we did get a Chick-fil-A offer from Uber Eats for almost $10, about 5.3 miles, I think. We got that Chick-fil-A order dropped off, and unfortunately we had to go all the way back to the hotspot to receive another order. We were actually waiting there for about 5 minutes before really getting anything good. Then this one popped up for DoorDash, $16.25 for 7.4 miles. It was a long drive, but we ended up accepting it. The order took about like 4 minutes to be prepared in the store, and we just drove the 15 minutes there. And hopefully I don't have to drive the 15 minutes back, but I haven't received a good order yet. So it's looking like we might have to. It's 5 o'clock right now. It's supposed to be busy, but where are all the orders? That's where the orders are. We had to drive back, not to our original hotspot, but a closer area, my second favorite area that I like to be in. We got one for $12 from Uber Eats here, perfect for the quest that we're on. And I mean, of course, like, yeah, I'll take it, $12, but it's actually $14 if we can complete this quest. And then we got another one for the same restaurant, an additional 0.1 miles. All right, sure. That one's supposed to take 4 minutes extra. Hopefully both of them are ready in the store. This is a good restaurant that usually has the orders ready and could have a hidden tip. Both orders were ready by the time I got to the restaurant, and I can confirm that the second order only took like an additional 4 minutes. I think the plan should be to work Uber Eats pretty much for the rest of the night. I will still have DoorDash running occasionally if it gets slow on Uber Eats, but I really want to do this quest because more money, so why not do it? And I think the payouts during dinner are already better than DoorDash. Even though there's $1 peak pay right now on DoorDash, I'm still like, let's just try out Uber. So we got a $10 order for just under 5 miles for Buffalo Wild Wings. It's going to be about a 5-minute wait. And we also got another order. This is for Sophia's Kitchen for over $7. But I'm really looking at it like, hey, that's over $9 because I'm going to get $2 extra for completing this one. And it's only like 1.2 miles an additional. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and these two are gonna be great orders. After receiving the Buffalo Wild Wings order, we drove the 4 miles to Sophia's Kitchen. That order was ready, and we only had to do like a mile to the first customer, a mile to the second customer. We are one delivery away from receiving the $10 bonus, and then we'll be moving on to the next bonus. This next one's a little bit risky, but I'm gonna go for it. Over $11, 7.3 miles. It's tough because I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I think it should be fine. It says it's only going to take 21 minutes, so about $30 an hour. As long as it doesn't drop me off in a bad spot, it's going to be a good order. Order was ready, just sitting there on the counter, and all of the miles, almost all of them, were freeway miles, so it's going to be a relatively short delivery for 7 miles. Boston Market order dropped off. I'm excited because I completed the first 5 deliveries of the quest, so I got $10. To complete the quest fully, I need 10 more deliveries Do I want that? It seems like a lot to do, but we could get there if we're willing to stick it out. Okay, I don't know if this was the smartest decision, but I'm just attracted to those high payouts. So over $10, 7 miles, it's far, it really is, but it's a good restaurant. The order will probably be ready. Whew, there are other good hotspots over there. We can probably get something. It's just, oh man, maybe if I want to really complete this quest, I should probably do like shorter distance trips, since I get paid out the same bonus either way. About a 10-minute drive to the customer. Really wasn't bad at all, especially because the order was ready in the restaurant. I tried to take my own advice here with the next order, $8 for 2.2 miles. I'm not looking for these crazy high-paying orders, but these short ones are going to get the job done. So this $8 order is going to turn into $10 after we drop it off and the bonus is applied. We have a lot to catch up on. I usually don't like filming at night just because like it's got to get this huge light out so that I can actually record, and it was extremely busy. But we got this 10:15 order for Uber Eats. Of course, they're all Uber Eats right now, but that one was Panda Express, about 4 miles. Order was ready, no complaints with that one, and I believe we got a hidden tip on there. Then we moved on to another Uber Eats order for about 10:31, I think. This one was nice, and we got a hidden tip on that one. Then we got a $10 order, and that one was going to a Thai place. I have never been to any of these places. Uber pushed me so far away from my usual hotspot, and I just had to figure it out. Now I'm starting to think that it's not just my area that's really good. I feel like my strategy is working out well of declining enough orders until you get a really solid one. So that Thai one, we did get a hidden tip on that one as well. And then we moved on to a stack. The first one was $11. And then the second one was $8. I love stacked orders because it just makes the quest go by faster, and that's why I took the $8 one, even though it was not as good as all the previous orders that we got until that one. We were like 13, 15 miles away from my usual zone, and I'm like, all right, maybe it's time to get back. I'm now in my second favorite area, and we got a golden spoon order for $11. The order was ready when I walked in. I was like, that's pretty cool. Just dropped it off, and apparently they only tipped like $2 on that out of the 11 that I was given. I guess that's fine. I mean, it's still $11, and it adds another one to the quest. We finally were able to check how much progress we've made on the quest because it's just been so busy. I just haven't even checked it. And we are almost done, and this is pretty crazy. We only need 2 more orders left. That means we've made, how much have we made for this one? Like $25, $24, I think, just from the quest, and the earnings have probably been crazy, but I have not calculated all that. So we're gonna try for 2 more orders at least tonight, and then we'll see where we're at. Well, I sat in my car for 45 minutes, almost an hour, and I got absolutely nothing. A couple orders came in, but like, I'm not taking this one. I'm not taking this one. That's not going to happen. So I guess we are done. $11.93 on Grubhub today, about $61, I believe, on DoorDash, and $210 on Uber Eats. And whatever we get from point pickup, that makes a little over $300. I'm glad I did that in about 10 hours today and 160 miles. So that's a decent amount of money made per hour, especially because like lunch and before dinner just really wasn't that good. Dinner more than made up for it. And yes, we didn't finish that quest, but we have another one in the next ride along. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget, we're doing a giveaway where half the money is going to you, half the money is going to a charity, Feed My Starving Children. The full giveaway details will be in the description. If you want to learn more about Uber Eats quests, I have a full video right here talking about my first day with an Uber Eats quest. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.